Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to JMC Creates. My name is Jackie McKissick and today we are having a play day, which means you have to lift the stuff off the floor first, which means going through my backgrounds, and I have made many. I've even made this. So those are my backgrounds. You know, there's some jelly prints, stenciling, embossing pastes. Oh, there's a few of these. And photo paper and food colouring and stencils. And then jelly plate with metallic inks. And then just ink blending. Oops. No, that was jelly plates. Okay. Everything's falling out. And then these are oxide sprays and metallic, whatever they are, metallic oxides, mica stains. That's the word I was looking for, mica stains. So those are the backgrounds. Oops, yeah, I forgot to put a couple in. Those ones can't wait to be used apparently. And the other thing I have is my bit box, where I've got strawberries, a butterfly, leafy things, flowers, and these are all cut 3 deep. So I've got some baby things, I've got some circles, more circles, okay, more circles, some kitty cats, there's another kitty cat, okay, flowers, and then my sentiment box, which that was on the floor. So I have, these are vellum sentiments, and they've all got double-sided sticky on the whole back. Some die cut sentiments, some stamped ones, some foiled ones, so lots to use. So that's what we're going to start with. I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so I'm back with the cards that I made from the backgrounds that I've made, and from whatever sentiments I had in my stash, and whatever stuff I had accumulated in this box, bits and bobs. And as you can see, it's a little bit emptier, although I have added these that I made with my new Spellbinders kit. But the rest of them, I think I did well. So I have these 4 circles, and I wanted to use them up. So, and I had that little black hat, and I just put them together. There's a little flower, that was in my stash too. This is in my folder, so card number 1, gone and done, with a little bit of black. This is one of the backgrounds with a large happy birthday die that I have, with the shadow in white, and then I cut one of the backgrounds out and 2 with ordinary card and layered them up. And then this is another one of the backgrounds in behind. I suppose I really should take them out of that. But this is, I have them all ready now to go to either the charity shop or the Rawdons nursing home. So all I did with this one was cut a cover plate, stuck the background behind it, added on a happy birthday from my box and some gems. And I think I've done 23 cards, so that's 3. This is 4. This is the background, as you can see, that I've used. This here and this here were a couple of the backgrounds as well. And I've just added an ice cream, a silver spoon, and a large For You, which works very well in them 6x6. So this is number 5, and this is one of my favourite, I think. I think it's because I'm a cat girl. And I just took the background from my stash. I had the red one, and then I cut the orange one. I had this little bit, and I had the cat and the hand, so I just put them all together, and I even had the laugh. So I added a few gems. This is number 6. So this is another ice cream one, and this time I've turned it into a Happy Father's Day. This is one of the backgrounds, and this is one of the backgrounds, and the rest I got from cut them out. And then Love You. Isn't that awesome? Most of them are finished off inside. There might be some that are not, but I'm not going to lose sleep out of it. Just the word sleep made me tired there. So excuse me. This is a background, and I splattered a little bit of gold on it, added a little bit of pink, took this from my stash, coloured it with my Oxides Sponge Sugar, Shaded Lilac, and Volta Violet, a little bit of Scattered Straw, and whatever orange was on my brush, and some Mowed Lawn and Rustic Wilderness, and then Sending Hugs and Happy Thoughts. I've used that sentiment a lot already, and I'm going to have to count again, for I've lost count already. So this was one that I had. This is actually a piece of card that I had in my stash, and I really wanted to use it. Okay, and I had this baby cut out, and it's layered 3 times. So I added some silver, cut out an oval and a white oval, added the baby, got the 4, added a little bow and a little gem and a butterfly. If I keep yawning, it's because sleep is just a word these days. It doesn't really happen anymore. Right, Make a Wish landscape. One of the backgrounds, cut out a die. Actually, it was in that. Used orange and red ink with my sponge daubers. These were in my stash. Excuse me. And these were in my stash. So I've just coloured them to match the background. Oh, and I put some strips inside. I like that. Okay. Right, this one is just one of the backgrounds, and it's just been coloured green. Excuse me. Actually, it's not. It's a piece of card that I had in my stash, and I have this 2-layer die, and I cut the back layer in white, and then I cut the front layer out of one of the backgrounds, and added the happy birthday from my stash and the gems. And this one here is the opposite to that one. The background is cut out of the background paper, and then the top one is in white, and I added a little banner, and this was in my stash, and some gems, and I have forgotten to cut the top of that. It says, have I told you lately that you're amazing? Okay, right. Here we go. Background. This die cuts out this thanks, and I insert it a little bit. Ribbon from my stash. I don't use it very often, but I did today. And then this was in my stash, and I cut these out and added some gems. Right, this one here, I had the red and the vellum, and I think I added the green to it. I had the great, you're a great friend, and then this is one of the backgrounds. Oh my word, I do apologise. I cannot stop yawning. So here we go. Va va vum. A shaker cut for baby doodah. Celebrate baby. This was in my stash, this was in my stash, this was in my stash, this was in my stash. And I cut the baby and added the sequins. This was in my stash, yes, quite a lot. That one was in my stash. So I'd had these funky flowers cut out in black, layered 3 times. And I just layered it on one of the backgrounds, stamped it with love, cut it out with a punch, and added a white circle behind it. And then you get 5 of them in a thing, and these were the other 2. So I did just stuck them onto my card, added a black mat. Time to celebrate was in my stash, but I did cut out the frame. And I've just pushed it to the left a little bit. This is another one of my favourites. I really like this. I really like this circle, abstract circle, and then the circles on top of it. I've done them in 2 different blues. This bit was in my stash. The flower and these were in my stash. They cut out the black one, and that was in my stash as well. So a few gems, and that's it. I really like that one. Okay, let's see. This is one of the backgrounds. I've used a cover plate die and just cut it and set it on top of it and add a stamp, although I have popped that up. Happy birthday to you. And inside we've got the sending happy thoughts. Sending hugs and happy thoughts. Now these are some 5x5 ones. Background, added the gold. This was in my stash, this was in my stash, this was in my stash, as was that. I cut out the gold one and added the gems. Right, next. The happy was in my stash, as was the octopus. So I just added on what looked like the wavy background stencil that I have. I added, this was also in my stash, the little jellyfish, as was the birthday, and I just cut a bit of green to go behind it, and then stuck on some gems. Birthday wishes. So as I say, most of them are finished inside. Right, I had these 2 strawberries in my stash from a swap, and I used a die that cuts into the background paper and then add gold behind it. This was in my stash and I added a bit of gold behind it and some gems, and that's it. Another one done. Okay, so this is one of the backgrounds, this is one of the backgrounds. I cut out this and this, and this was in my stash. I don't use silver very often, I'm more of a gold kind of girl, except when it comes to jewellery, and I prefer silver over gold. So, and our last one is one of the backgrounds with these two here are, and I've added some craft card and the Happy Father's Day, wishing you a day of happiness. So let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There we go. 23 cards made from my background. Right. Time to go and do something else. Figure out what next to upload for you. And the sun has come out. 5 minutes ago it was torrential rain. When I got up this morning, the sun was shining bright. Then it was torrential rain, and now the sun's coming out again. So, typical Northern Ireland. 4 seasons in a day, generally. So, enough of my blather. Thank you for stopping by. I'd love it if you'd thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you're all safe and well. Until the next time, Jackie out.